Hey, welcome to the Bitcoin Bull. Today we're going to see what Bitcoin is doing. It's in a critical stage right now. Bitcoin is right on this very important support line. If it breaks, Bitcoin's going to make a dump, my opinion. And if it rebounds off the support line, Bitcoin's going to start going up again. So I'll explain these two scenarios and what might happen. And then we'll go into some news. We have Bank of America has begun clearing Bitcoin futures. So Bank of America clients can buy Bitcoin. And another article related to this also, Bitcoin bounces off $31,000 after Bank of America reportedly green lights Bitcoin futures trading. And this expert here explains what should be happening with Bitcoin now, if it's going to keep dropping or going up. So we'll take a look at that as well. And then we'll take a look and see what Bitcoin should be doing in the next several days, weeks, and months from now. And an overview on the whole crypto marketplace, which as you can see, it's almost all in red. So let's go ahead and get started with, we've got the hourly chart and see what Bitcoin is doing right now. Let's blow this up. And if you can give me a like for this video, I'd really appreciate that. That will help grow the channel. And hit that subscribe button if you want to stay up to date every day on what Bitcoin is doing and what it should be doing, and most important, Bitcoin news. So now, yesterday at the making of the video, we were right here. Bitcoin was just starting hit this tendency line here, and it just started dropping. And I said the most likely scenario would be that Bitcoin would drop and hit this very important support line here. It's a very important support line. And if it clearly drops below, which it tried to drop, but it quickly pulled back up with the good news about Bank of America. It quickly jumped back up. And I said, so if it hits it and it doesn't keep dropping, it will rebound and go back up, which is what it did. And instead of continuing going up, it went back down again and hit the floor again. So we got, yesterday we did a double floor. We hit here and hit here. And now we just did a triple floor. It just hit again here. So we got, this is clearly the floor. Here, if we zoom out and look at the daily chart, this support line here comes from all the way from, it's Bitcoin. Every time Bitcoin hits the support, it jumps back up. We hit it here, we hit it here, we hit it again here, we hit it again here, well here even lower, but these are the wicks, but the candlesticks hit here and hit here, and now it's hitting it today, right now, and yesterday 3 times it just hit again. So this is clearly the floor. Bitcoin is not dropping below this, and if it does drop, it's just really quick. It's just for you know, a few hours, and then it jumps back up. So so I don't think Bitcoin is going to drop below. We'll go into after we see this news, we'll go into see what Bitcoin should be doing the next several days from now. But today, talking about today, Bitcoin, it looks like Bitcoin is starting to drop a little bit now, but it's leaving some wicks down below. So it's, people are buying in and not letting Bitcoin drop that much. But here we have, I wanted to explain this. Here we have this downward facing triangle here. When there's a downward facing triangle and Bitcoin reaches the tip of the triangle, it's more likely, Bitcoin is more likely to go up. When it breaks the triangle, when it hits the tip of the triangle, so it could do something like this. When it hits the tip, it's more likely, there's more possibilities of it breaking out going up than breaking out going down. And if the triangle is upward facing, something like that, then Bitcoin would be most likely to break down than up. So that's one reason why I think Bitcoin should not, well, there's several reasons. Bitcoin should not break this resistance, this this support line, because every time Bitcoin breaks the support line, it jumps right back up. This is clearly the floor here. This is the floor that Bitcoin is on right now. That's one reason. Another reason is because of this triangle formation. We're reaching the end of the tip of this triangle that's facing down. So that's the second reason that Bitcoin is most likely to go up today as it reaches this tip. And also lately the drops are higher than the previous drop. So here we had the lowest drop, and then it dropped again here, another drop, but it's higher than the previous drop, and another drop here, which is higher than the previous drop. So it's like forming this new support channel here, which is going up. Okay, so that's another reason, another indicator showing that Bitcoin is slowly starting to make like a U-turn on the floor, and looks like it's making a recovery. And we'll do something like that. That's what it looks like for today. That we hit bottom. We're reaching the end of this triangle, and Bitcoin, it might be today or in a few hours from now that Bitcoin will break this tendency line and start going up and start recovering. It could recover quickly, or it could just be here for the rest of the day going like this inside this triangle, and then tomorrow breaking out. That's the scenario. If Bitcoin does clearly break this support and drops well below, which I think there's less possibilities of that happening. But if that does happen, if Bitcoin does something like this and breaks it, but clearly breaks it, not like what it did here. If Bitcoin clearly drops below and stays below for several hours, not just one quick dip, then we'll be hitting the 30,300 price range. We'll be dropping down to here. That could happen today or tomorrow if that happens. So that's what I think Bitcoin will do today. Let's check out some news, and then I'll tell you what Bitcoin should be doing in the next several weeks, months from now. So here we have Bank of America has been clearing Bitcoin futures, allowing their clients to buy Bitcoin. Bank of America has entered the Bitcoin futures trading game. Bank is clearing cash settled Bitcoin futures, a type of contract, type of way that settles in US dollars rather than Bitcoin itself. So yeah, I won't get into full detail about it, but basically this is very good news because more people will be buying into Bitcoin, and if the banks are allowing it, this is just the next step for banks to accept Bitcoin, allow their clients to buy Bitcoin, which banks have been hesitant and they don't like Bitcoin that much. So this is a first step, which is good. And then we have Bitcoin bounces up 31,000 after Bank of America reportedly green lights Bitcoin futures trading. So that's what happened here. Bitcoin hit the support again, and right here, when it hit 31,000, it jumped all the way up to 32,250, and that's because of this news here about Bank of America letting their clients buy Bitcoin. So that's good. Little change on Bitcoin markets as sideways trading continues, like what we've been in. We've been in this sideways, this horizontal Bitcoin correction for a long time now. So yeah, sideways trading continues, and clear bear trend is yet to enter decisively. So, and we have Bitcoin. This is the opinion of Crypto Ed, this crypto expert. He's saying Bitcoin continues to bounce off 31,000 support during yesterday, as fresh data reinforced the importance of current price levels. So here's where Bank of America made the news, and Bitcoin jumped back up. And so he's saying that the next stop for Bitcoin is 42,000. That's what I've been saying the past several weeks. Let's look at the daily chart. Start talking about what Bitcoin should be doing the next days, weeks, and months from now. So 42,000, that's, I've been saying like 40,000, 40,500 is where I think Bitcoin is going to hit. This expert's saying 42,000, which is a little higher than what I've been saying. He's saying Bitcoin should jump up here. And once Bitcoin breaks here, once Bitcoin breaks like 40,000 mark, then we'll be clearly off the floor. This is the floor here. Once Bitcoin breaks 35, 36,000, Bitcoin will be off the floor. This is the floor. Bitcoin will clearly be off the floor, but Bitcoin will still be on its knees, getting its way up. Here it will be on its knees in this area here. And then once Bitcoin breaks here, Bitcoin will get off the floor, be on its feet, and that's when Bitcoin should start taking off, because everyone will see that Bitcoin is clearly off the floor and clearly going up, and everyone will want to get back in again. Seems like everyone wants to buy into Bitcoin when the prices are higher than when it's on the floor, low, because people are scared that it might drop more. But if you want to make money investing in stocks or in Bitcoin or whatever, buy low, sell high, right? Buy on the floor and sell when it's to the moon. But a lot of people do the opposite. When it's on the floor, they get scared, they don't buy in. And once it starts going up, they start buying it here at a higher price, or when it's skyrocketing, when it's up here. A lot of people buy in here. And then what happens? Then the prices drop and people lose money. So be one of those people that do what the textbook says to buy low. Right now, Bitcoin is in my opinion, extremely low. So I'm not going to say I'll say it. My opinion is Bitcoin is at a great time to buy because it's on the floor. If I wouldn't put in all your money at once, save some in case Bitcoin does dip some more, because there is a chance, a very, very good chance. So we have two scenarios here. Let's take a closer look. The hour chart. Real quick here, let's see. So one scenario is this during today. Let's move this over in the middle a little bit more. So we have today. I already said Bitcoin should be working its way over here and breaking out today or tomorrow. And then what should happen is we should be working our way up to this tendency line here, which Bitcoin has tried to break several times. Once we break here, we'll be out of this whole bearish trend here, and this whole channel, this downward facing channel. We'll break that. Once we break here, we'll be out of this bearish trend and moving our way up to this support here, 36,000. I think this is the most possible scenario for the upcoming weeks. But there is a chance that Bitcoin will break here. If that happens, we'll be going down to 30,000. And I think if that happens, 30,000 isn't, so 31,000 where we're at right now is a very, very important support line. If Bitcoin breaks this, we're going to be heading down to 30,000. But that's just the first stop, because if we break 31,000, I think we're going to be going all the way down to 29,000. It might take a quick stop here at 30,000, but then the next stop to be 29,000, because this middle support here is not as strong. So we'll probably be going all the way down to here. So see, if you're buying in the Bitcoin, today's a great day to buy in, but save a bullet in the chamber in case Bitcoin drops even more. That way you can buy in even lower. So, but make your own decisions. This is not financial advice. This is my own opinion. Do what you think you need to do. So that's Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the whole crypto market. Also, when Bitcoin is low like this, a good thing to do is, yesterday we zoomed out and we took a look at the history of Bitcoin. and to see what it's been doing, and seeing that history repeats itself. Bitcoin is going to be going back up again, skyrocketing like it always does. Bitcoin always skyrockets, then it takes a dip, a very strong dip or a rest like now, and then it goes back up again, and every year it doubles, triples. So so it's good to zoom out like that sometimes and see where we are, and that the future still looks very, very good. You just have to be patient and hold in times like this, because then Bitcoin will recover, and in a few months from now, you can literally double the amount of money that you invested in if you're investing into Bitcoin right now. And also think about the future, like the whales, the big companies that invest in the Bitcoin. They don't really care what price it is right now. What they think about is in 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what the Bitcoin price should be, and they think about the long run. So you should do the same. Like, I wouldn't be trading Bitcoin. If you want to trade, it's better to trade with other cryptocurrencies. With Bitcoin, the strategy is to buy all the dips and hold, because the future, now the price of Bitcoin is like 31,000, but the future could, and 4 years from now, 10 years from now, 8 years from now, the price of Bitcoin could very well be $500,000 or $1 million per Bitcoin. So if you have one Bitcoin right now, literally in less than 10 years from now, you could be a millionaire. It's very possible. So that's the strategy. Buy all the dips and hold, because the future could be life changing. So that's and now let's take a look at the whole crypto market. The whole crypto market in general is looking pretty bad. Almost everything is in red. All the other cryptocurrencies, almost everything is in red. Not a very good day, and there's some big dips: 22%, 23%, 9%, 15%. So taking into consideration that all the other cryptocurrencies are doing bad, also the stock market didn't close very well yesterday, Friday. Stock market isn't doing that great, and Bitcoin's holding on. Taking into consideration everything that's going on, Bitcoin's looking good. Here's taking looks like it's taking a little jump. Yeah, there we go. So Bitcoin is starting to break this tendency line as we speak. So that's very good. We have it breaking out. So that's a good sign. So let's see what happens the rest of the day with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin keeps working its way up and clearly getting out of this bearish triangle here, this bearish trend. So yeah, when Bitcoin is low like this, when it's on the ground, when everyone's negative, everyone's scared, I like to be positive. I think that it's going up, and that's a good time to buy. And the opposite, when Bitcoin is to the moon, when it's up high, everyone's saying that Bitcoin's skyrocketing, is going to the moon, it's going to hit 100,000. Then I start getting negative and thinking, okay, this is going to drop. So that's why, it's another reason why I think, and Bitcoin's clearly on the floor. So that's my opinion. Let's see what happens today. I think this is a very important day. Today will be a big day. It will decide if Bitcoin is clearly getting off the floor, or if Bitcoin's going to continue to dip, to drop. So that's it for today. Hope you liked this video. Hope you found it interesting and helpful. If so, please give me a like, subscribe to stay up to date on Bitcoin, and see you tomorrow on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.